Now that we've talked about the basics of redirecting input and output, there's one last redirection technique that you should know about. Instead of redirecting output to a file or into a command, what if we want to have no output at all? This is especially useful when you become advanced enough that you're able to set up scripts on a server that run automatically at 4 a.m. even when there's not anyone logged in to view the output. Well, at that point, you don't need the output, right? You just want it to just do its thing, and the output should just go away. And there may also be occasions where you want to run a program where you just don't want to see the output. You just want the program to do its thing and get its results. Well, we could just put the output to a file and then throw away the file, but there's an even easier way to do it. We can redirect the output to a special file that's referred to as the null device. It's also sometimes called the bit bucket or the black hole, and it lives at /dev null. You'll remember I told you that there were these special files for input and output that are represented at dev standard in and dev standard out. Well, dev null is another one that's in that same folder. And it's a special device where anything that's directed there, Unix just discards. It's just like a black hole. We just send data there, and Unix says, oh, yeah, okay, never mind, it's gone. It's not kept in memory, it's not kept in a file, it just disappears. And the way you send things to dev null is the same way that you send them to any file. So for example, let's just take a simple listing, right? ls-la. Let's send that to dev null. Always at the root, right? We always have to make sure we specify that so it knows it's the absolute path, dev null. We get no output. Cat lorem ipsum. Let's send that to dev null, right? There's nothing there. If we want to bring in nothing, let's bring in nothing from dev null, right? It echoes back nothing to us. So it works just like a file. It's just like a special file, but it has this unique property of always staying empty. Now, in truth, you may not have need for this very often, but it is an important concept, I think, for you to know. And so I want you to recognize it whenever you come across it in your future Unix endeavors, so that you know how you can have something that has absolutely no output. The way you suppress output is you direct the output to dev null.